What is up, YouTube? Today I'm coming back at you with another video, and today's video is going to be that Q&A video that I promised that I would do in my 400 subscriber thank you. So I have a couple questions lined up from a few different people. I will link the channels, if they have videos on them, somewhere on the video of whoever asked it, and if they don't have anything, I'll just, put a little screenshot of their name on the video, or maybe I'll do both. I don't even know. So I haven't prepared any answers for these ahead of time. I'm just going to read them and answer them on the spot. I'll be answering them directly off my Windows 8 tablet. So let's just get right into the questions. So the first question comes from Adam Vidlek. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I'm not quite sure. And he says, if you can have any system complete all games, controllers, consoles, etc., which console would you pick? So if I could have a complete collection of something, what would I pick? That's a tough choice, really, because I have a couple different favorites, and some of them are kind of close, but I think that I would have to choose the PlayStation 2, just because there's a wide variety of games on that system. There are actually quite a number of really cool colors for the PlayStation 2. We didn't really get any colors in America other than the ceramic white, silver, and the normal black one. So, but in Japan they have a red one, they have a pink one, they have a transparent blue one. There's a lot of different cool colors for that system. You have a large variety of games ranging from RTSs all the way to racing sims. There's a lot of really cool stuff that was on that system, and it's one of my favorites. It is my favorite system of all time, so I would love to have a complete everything for that, especially assuming as there's 1,300 games, something like that, 1,300. All right, so the next question comes from GameCube Collector. His comment says, "Hey man, nice job hitting 400 subscribers. Keep on climbing." Then he mentions my Apple laptop, and his question is, "What is my favorite game system, and what do you like to collect for?" That is his first question. My favorite game system, like I said, is the PS2. I really like collecting for all the PlayStation systems, really. That's my main focus. I pick up a lot of PS2 and PS3 and PS4 things, but I do also collect for my smaller collections. Like I pick up 360 exclusives when I can. I pick up original Xbox exclusives. I don't really buy anything really Nintendo related, which is kind of surprising. I think the only Nintendo related stuff that I pick up is DS and 3DS stuff. I do have a collection of GameCube, Wii, and some N64, some Game Boy Advance, but I don't pick those up as regularly as I do with PlayStation and, the stuff like that. So that's mainly what I end up picking up. And the second question is, what got you into collecting, and what got you uploading to YouTube? Well, what got me into collecting really was I've always loved playing games and stuff. It's just something I've always really enjoyed doing. There's the stories that can be told through games, and the art and the music, and some of the best stories I've ever heard, like encompassing books and movies and everything. Some of the best stories I've ever heard have come from games. Like Mass Effect is one of the best stories I've ever heard, which is amazing. So that's stuff like that, and Final Fantasy is really what got me into collecting. Also, the fact that as a kid, I always wanted to pick up a lot of games. I had an EB Games when there was EB Games in the United States. We had an EB Games right down the street, and I would always go there, and there'd be like a wall of PS2 games and PS1 games, and I would always want pretty much a bunch of games, and I never was able to get them. I only maybe had about 10 games for whatever system I currently had at the time. So like PS1, I only had about 10, 12 games, and then I got a PS2, which I only had at the end 10, 12 games, and same with PS3 until I started collecting. So there was always a lot of games that I was interested in playing, but I never really got a chance to due to various different reasons. And now that I am able to do that, I now want to preserve the games for historical purposes because it's an art form, really. And if nobody collects and preserves these games, then they're just stories and art that will be lost to time eventually. So I would like to preserve them as long as possible, and I really enjoy playing them. So what got me into uploading on YouTube? Now the YouTube thing is a different part of it, where I had been subscribed to Alpha Omega Sin and Gamester81. Gamester81 was like a big motivator for me because I loved watching his console reviews back when he was doing a lot of obscure console reviews. Like he did stuff for like the Hyperscan, which is it's kind of like the precursor to Disney Infinity and Skylanders, but terrible. So stuff like that, watching really obscure reviews online of like consoles I had never heard of. Like before I researched it on YouTube a long time ago, I didn't even know what the Apple Pippin was. And so when I heard about that, I thought that was really cool. Just, gaming videos related to that. I didn't get into pickup videos. I didn't get up into watching pickup videos later on. But yeah, that's pretty much what inspired me to start uploading to YouTube. Because I'm like, you know what? I think I can do that. I can bring my own take on it. Because a lot of the stuff at the time didn't really touch on what the games were about when they picked them up, and I thought that was kind of strange because, yeah, it's cool that you got a new game and we can see the cover art, but I never got to know what the games were, so I didn't know if I was interested in trying to get the same game. So that's why I started doing my videos the way I do them. All right, and the last set of sorry about that. The last set of questions that I have here comes from, sorry if I butcher your name here, James Bosnica. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but it's a lot of letters there. So his first question is, what kind of music do I listen to? Do I listen to metal at all? And if yes, what bands? I listen to a wide range of music. I pretty much listen to anything except for rap, hip-hop, and country. Those are the only three genres that I really don't listen to regularly. I listen to electronic, dubstep, metal, rock, jazz, classical, anything else besides those genres, really. My favorite band of all time is a band called Flaw. It's not like a super popular band, but it's also not like super unknown. It's kind of like in the middle area. But I have loved their stuff since probably 2007 is when I first heard them, and I've loved every single song on every single one of their CDs since then. I literally have yet to hear a bad song from them, in my personal opinion. So that is my favorite band, and I would love to be able to see them. So, yeah. I also like Finger Eleven's really good. Korn I like. It's hard to think them off the top of your head sometimes. Taproot's pretty good. I'm just thinking as they come to my head. I'm listing them off. Skillet. I've seen Skillet live. Paramore is really good. Flyleaf. 3 Days Grace. I like a lot of stuff. So that's pretty much that. Question number 2. Where do I work? I work at a building material distribution warehouse. Outside, so that's also why my hair's all wet, because I just took a shower after I got home from work because it was really, really cold because I live in Ohio. So yeah, but yeah, basically we sell bulk building materials to like contractors and like Home Depot style stores. So that's what I do. And the third question is, how long have I been with my girlfriend? And in parentheses, will she ever be in a video? I have been with my girlfriend for just over 4 years now. We met on a blind date, believe it or not. I got set up with my best friend at the time for my senior winter dance in high school. and it was a completely blind date for me. Apparently she had checked my Facebook at the time before meeting me, but it was a blind date, and I think it obviously turned out very well. But yeah, will she be in any videos? Well, hopefully, yes. We had talked about it before and she was interested, but the couple of times that I tried to get her to be in a video, it was just bad timing. She didn't want to be in a video at that particular moment. But she is very interested, especially after she saw that comment, because she watches all my videos and she reads all the comments. After she read this comment, she is now really excited to be in video. So hopefully sometime soon you might see her in a video. Actually, if you go back and watch my old PlayStation 4 midnight release unboxing, she's in there for like a second. She says hello, but she's not actually on camera. So that's the only time she's actually been in a video. Question number 4. What is my belief in the afterlife? If it's too personal a question, I don't have to answer. It's not too personal. I'm pretty open. I would consider myself Christian. I was raised Catholic, but there's a lot of things in Catholicism that I don't think are particularly not wrong per se, but I don't agree with. Like the belief that if you're gay you're going to hell. I just don't think that. That's just ridiculous. But I believe like that there is an afterlife, and the whole the God stuff. So that's pretty much my belief system. I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to offend anybody. I have no qualms with any other beliefs. Like, you can believe whatever you want to believe. It is up to you. We have no idea who's right or wrong, so there's no point in arguing about it. Number 5. What is my greatest childhood hero? And this is the last question. Now, that is an interesting question. It's hard to really say. I didn't really have that much of a childhood hero per se. Like, I didn't really particularly idolize anyone. I didn't really look up to people all that much. I'm kind of introverted, so I didn't really, think of like people as like I want to be like them. So, but if I had to choose, I don't know. It's really, really tough. I mean, I watched a lot of TV, but I don't really think I idolized anyone. I thought Keanu Reeves was like the coolest person ever for the longest time, if that makes it any difference, just because I loved the Matrix movies. So, yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint. I really don't have a personal idol or hero. I'm trying to think of one maybe I'm missing. I mean, I liked the Power Rangers a lot growing up, like most kids then. The original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers I watched all the time. But yeah, so sorry about that last one. So yeah, that's basically all the questions I have prepared. Thank you guys for asking your questions. I was happy to answer them. I didn't prepare them beforehand, obviously, as I was kind of thinking through them. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I really like interacting with you guys and seeing what you guys have to say. I do read every single comment that I get. Even if I don't respond to some of the like older videos, I do read every single one. But I respond to every comment on my new videos that I get, pretty much. I think I rarely miss them. But yeah, I do enjoy interacting with you guys. The only times I don't purposely comment back is if like some of my older videos, like one of my videos has something like 70,000 views, and it's actually about my tablet that I was just using. I get the same questions over and over and over again, and I don't feel like typing them out over and over and over again, so I just don't answer them. But you should be able to find the answer to your question there somewhere. So yeah, that's the only time I wouldn't. But I usually answer every single one of your comments, and I do read every comment. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment box below. If you have any suggestions for games, movies, or stuff like that, leave in the comment box below. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And I missed the button.